Welcome to the Thunderdome. No crying in the fucking streets here. Time to man up.
Yeah. Have you listened to Alex Jones?
Oh no. Oh no.
No, but I'm saying I wonder what he's doing on his show.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to kill Joe Biden and his family. I'm going to serve Hunter Biden up on the fires of hell. I try to look through your eyes. I'm going to look through your eyes. Why does he comes across like he's trying to cut a wrestling promotion?
Who?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Well, that's his style. He's from Texas, first of all.
Oh yeah.
He's a Texan. Everything's bigger in Texas, including his asshole personality.
All right, let me see if I can.
I just wonder. And what's all these people running to this thing, Parlor?
Oh yeah. So it's conservative Twitter.
So, yeah, it's like a circle jerk.
Oh god.
So they can all get in there, and queue it up.
Now I want to
QAnon it up.
One thing. I don't want to particularly make fun of the people. There are motherfuckers out here dressed up like paramilitary artards crying in the street. There's one video of a guy in combat boots dressed up like he got kicked out of the army, crying and kicking like a 5-year-old. Now, these are the same sorry
It's America, son.
Now, the reality of the situation is that the way our country is now, that this shit could flip another 4 years and look at me, or even 2 years from now, you're gonna have a red wave again. So, for all of everyone out there,
well, listen to this.
It could happen.
Even though Trump lost, the Republicans picked up House seats,
and they can still control the Senate.
Well, that's from what I've been reading. They're having some kind of runoffs in some
Georgia
states, so that it's still up in the air. Maybe
vote for John Ossoff. I thought that was over with, but I guess not.
They could get the Senate, or at least make it a tie or whatever.
Look, here's what I want.
If it's a tie, because Democrats, could Kamala Harris be the deciding vote.
Here's what I want. Get back in the World Health Organization. Figure that out. Paris Climate Accord. Figure that out. I'm not going to sit there and debate with any of you guys as to the merits of it. I want clean water and clean air. My Camaro is a gas guzzler, and it's a V6. I said it. I got a freaking wimpy V6, and it still sucks down $40 a week. Thank God I didn't have a family. Now, on the other hand, we had a Clean Water Act. Tesla does pretty damn well. They're everywhere, and they're fucking fast.
Well, you do realize this.
We need these things back.
Here's the thing. And I've been saying this for a long time. Because of the way they've been governing the country, like I said, Biden can go in day one and get rid of all of Trump's executive orders. All of them. Every single one of them.
I see your executive order, and I raise you an executive order.
But that's why executive order is stupid. It's only good for as long as the dude's there. As soon as he's gone, the next guy can just throw it all in the trash. So you're not doing anything except temporarily. That's what I've been saying the whole time. You can't stop change. I was proven correct. This again, right now we have a black woman vice president. First time ever, right? We've got a black president now. Now we have a black woman vice president, right? No matter what you were talking about, perception, all that shit. Reality of the situation is you can't stop change. It just happens. They can hold the door and scream and kick, but the door is going to open eventually. All they're really doing is prolonging the inevitable.
My attitude on that. Hey, Julia, my attitude on this is a lot more people came out to vote.
Yes.
And a lot came out to vote for Trump as well.
Sure.
He got more votes. So that tells me that half the country is fucked in the head.
Well, they are fucked in the head.
And there are some of you out there that I'm a fiscal conservative, and I don't believe in all the nonsense of what's going on and the Trump bullshit. All right, I get you.
That's
but
right.
some of you are drinking the Kool-Aid. Some of you drink the Kool-Aid and you're like, let me give the whole fucking gallon.
Oh, yeah.
And
there's people that want that.
Yeah. Well, no, I watch people say now, fuck Fox News because they called the election for Biden.
Right.
I'm going to OAN now. I want my fucking bullshit freshly
That's what I'm saying.
squeezed.
They're going to OAN. They're going to Parler. They're going farther into
Newsmax.
They're going farther into their little bubble
They're digging.
of alternate reality that they create. That's what I'm saying. Is
it's entertainment. It's
been going for a long time. No, but I'm saying it's been incrementally getting crazier and crazier over time. Like they stretch reality. They bend reality. Now they're making reality.
They believe
you know
it.
what I mean? Like they're making.
But what is your
their
profession,
own...
Bruce? And I'm not talking about your night job. Fuck that. What is your profession? What's your career?
I'm a comedian.
All right. What would you? And I do the comedy and the podcasting. We're comedians.
Speaking of that, me and Charlie will be in Prescott, Arizona this Saturday night. And Tom Baum's
No problem.
Psychedelic show.
And I haven't seen him in a long time. So you're a comedian. If Safe Space, Rose says, you know when someone's doing performance art. A lot of those guys on OAN are like even hokier than Sean Hannity. The problem is when you start to get an audience and you get famous with it, you believe it. You believe it.
I haven't seen OAN, but I used to watch Newsmax all the time.
Newsmax
is, I was like, every washed up host who's been fired or kicked off calls in from their fucking office at home.
You rape a woman, you end up on Newsmax.
Right, with bookshelves behind them like this.
Yeah.
And they call in, and it's like Bill O'Reilly in his library, personal home library.
And it's always distorted, even though, like, this is better than the...
There's this guy that lives here named Wayne Allen Root. He lives here in Vegas.
Oh, God. Wayne Allen Root.
He was a libertarian candidate for president, I don't know, 15 years ago or something. But
crazy light.
Oh, he's fucking nuts. Yeah, he's crazy and fuck.
But I like when it's Bill O'Reilly because first of all, he's trying to act like he's still relevant when he's got a polo shirt on now. He doesn't have those Hickey Freeman suits that Fox was giving him. And now he's sitting there going, you know what my opinion is? Don't care. I believe that this is their attempt to make a pithy comment and waste everyone's time. You mean like you're doing right now?
Right. Exactly. Made a career of it.
Yeah, made a career of it. And
I never told you that story about when I went to ABC News.
Oh.
And he used to work there.
I remember in a current affair on Fox.
No, he used to work at ABC News. And I was in New York doing comedy.
What year was this?
2004 or 5. Maybe.
Really? He was in. I didn't even. All right,
I was in New York doing comedy.
Okay.
And this girl I knew was a news producer at the local Channel 9 station. And the reporter that she worked with was interviewing for ABC News. She works there now. Her name's Andrea Canning. She's a ABC reporter.
Gotcha.
But at the time, she was a local chick. So she was in New York. They were in New York at the same time I was because she was interviewing for ABC News. So I was staying in this fucking like flop house place because it was fucking, it's expensive in New York.
Yeah.
And
hey, by the way, shout out to Chandler, one of our comedian friends who's in Hell's Kitchen right now. Hope you're making it, buddy. Jewish rapper / comic /
I don't think I know this guy.
Chandler left just as you were showing up. So you guys.
Anyway, so
not a really rapper.
So she invited me to go tour ABC News. They showed us the Good Morning America studio, and then they let us watch. We stood in this catwalk thing and watched Elizabeth Vargas do World News Live. It was actually really cool. But anyway, the woman who was touring us around, she was like, "Oh yeah, Bill O'Reilly used to work here. He's a real weird dude." It's like he used to come in every day. He was own bag lunch. It was the same every day. It was like a bologna sandwich and green Jell-O. Like just what you would think some 70-year-old crusty man like that would. It's like, and he sat in the table over in the corner by himself.
Hello, I'm Bill O'Reilly, and
and
here's my bologna sandwich.
No, this is like 1955. You know what I mean? Like,
I wish I had an Oscar Mayer
just like
wiener.
You would think that someone like that would be.
And here is my Jell-O. It's not the actual Jell-O brand. It's the Safeway Jell-O.
Right.
For 99 cents. But I get a good value for my investment.
Right.
And to be perfectly honest, I can't tell the difference between Jello, Jello,
It was pretty funny.
and Jello, Jelloh.
And later on, found out that Elizabeth Vargas drunk on her ass.
And let me tell you something else, my ABC viewers. Elizabeth Vargas is easy.
Yeah, she was a wino drunk.
Her panties are not even there. That front door is open all the time for entrance. And you can learn.
She's married to the guy that sings that fucking shitty song. You know that song, "Walking to Memphis."
Oh, that
walking with the friends of Memphis.
Walking to Memphis.
Yeah. She's
She's
married to that dude. Like, what?
God.
Really?
Well, you can learn all about me finger banging Elizabeth Vargas in my new book, Killing Elizabeth Vargas
in Memphis. No, it's like, are you fucking serious, man?
And you can also join my new show with Elizabeth Vargas.
It's like Gwen Stefani's really going through with this. She's really going to marry Blake Shelton.
Yeah,
Can you fucking believe that?
Hey, look, you know.
It's proof what I say. Those shows lower your fucking standards, man. Did you put her on that show one year? She's banging this fucking
the guy
dumb
is
redneck.
6'5". He's got like blue eyes. You know, he's man meat.
He's a fucking redneck.
It doesn't. No, but he's like the cleanest of the rednecks.
You think he's taught her the fine points of whittling yet?
Will I grab my knife
this is
and
how,
I take my wood?
This is how we whittle here in Oklahoma.
And I get on my boat just like a good boy should.
I mean, really.
Whittling.
It's fucking
I'm
crazy.
a whittling with my hipster wife. I'm a whittling. And boy, she looks real nice.
It's fucking crazy. I still can't believe it.
Something Cohen.
What, Cohen?
Oh, yeah, the guy who sings, I'm walking in Memphis.
Oh, yeah, walking in Memphis.
Walking in my feet.
I just thought that, like I said.
I hate that song.
Elizabeth Vargas?
Fucking hate that song.
Married to him? I do too. I hate that.
Really
it's a terrible song.
Hold on, let me find a way to make Elvis completely unappealing. If you liked him before, you're not gonna like him now.
And if you didn't like him, you're gonna hate him.
Yeah, right.
You know the other song I fucking hated that Elvis reference is fucking Black Velvet. I get so many arguments with people about that song. So it's one of those things. Black Velvet's like Brussels sprouts. It's like either love it or you hate
Nobody
it.
fucking likes Brussels
Nobody
sprouts.
is like ambivalent about it.
No,
You're
no,
like,
no,
I hate it
yeah.
or I love it.
Brussels sprouts are
Black Velvet's the
fucking
same way.
disgusting.
Black Velvet sucks. It's a terrible
Let me
fucking
something-
song.
Let me tell you something, Bruce. When
But
I
there
was
are people that'll argue with you because they love it.
Nah,
so much.
I don't know Black Velvet. I can tell you this about Brussels sprouts.
Yes, you do. You know that song.
What's the song?
It's a this chick named Alana Miles. It's like Black Velvet and that little boy smile.
Oh, that song?
Black Velvet and that strong southern style.
No.
A new religion. Yeah, Black Velvet, if you please. It's fucking terrible.
That song is chalk on a.
Have you
nailed on a
listened to the
chalkboard.
lyrics of that song? It makes no sense. It's a bunch of rambling bullshit. It's fucking terrible, man.
Awful.
But it's
awful.
a huge hit.
It's
Like,
nails
why
on a
do people
chalkboard.
like
That's
this shit?
nails on a chalkboard.
It's a
Black
terrible
Velvet.
song. Yeah, but some people love it. They love it. They're like,
No.
that's a great song. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I played
But
it.
that song is about a Velvet Elvis painting.
Oh,
you know.
Jesus Christ. I never knew that. And I worked in a top 40 station, and I would, when I was like
I'm filled with bullshit musical knowledge.
I was a filler DJ, so I hated that song. When that song first came up, 1039 FAS.
Now, see, I'm big on the lyrics of songs. You know,
Walking in Memphis.
I'm a writer, so I like writing. So
Yeah.
if songs have stupid lyrics, I'm like, what? This is fucking,
Walking 10 feet off a bill. I don't even know what a bill is. It's a street, whatever. You call in number 10, we'll give you tickets to see something locally. It's not going to be great, but it's This is why we have free tickets, because it wasn't that great to begin with.
It's like Rumor Tonight, which is, I love Bruce Springsteen. He's a great lyricist usually. But like that song makes no fucking sense. He's like, right about a line, wrapped up like a douche in the rumor. No, he wrote that song.
Oh, yeah, but that's not
but
him.
Manfred Mann made it famous.
Oh, God. Blinded by the light.
No, Bruce Springsteen wrote that song. Actually, Bruce Springsteen's written a lot of songs that you wouldn't know he wrote. The Prince is the same way.
It's okay. He knows
the hit songs, and then you go, who wrote that song? What?
Yeah, notice he didn't sing it. Yeah.
No, he sold it.
He picked it.
No, I heard his version of it. It's way different.
Yeah. You know, there was one song that was written by the Bee Gees and sung by Dionne Warwick.
But for years, I thought he said wrapped up like a douche.
Yeah, I know, but who the fuck? I didn't know when he was saying 10 feet
what the fuck is he talking about?
10 feet off a bale. I thought it was like a bale of hay. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. 10 feet off a bale.
Right.
Like, I'm a kid. I'm like, what the fuck's a bale? Like, what the fuck's a bale? You fucking idiot. Like, fucking put some fucking I don't know what the fuck bale is.
Right.
Do any Bush songs make sense? Breathe in,
right.
Breathe out,
right.
Breathe in.
I walk with my machine. Got a machine head, spared in a red, bring it to a red machine head. What is he talking about? It's like a bad doctor. It's like you took a Dr. Seuss book and just fucking.
It sounds like you're trying to pass a kidney song where he sings, breathe in,
and
breathe out.
Dr. Seuss makes more sense.
Yeah, hold on. Are you pissing out blood when you're singing this song, Gavin?
Glycerine,
Hey, wait a minute. Didn't she date Gavin from Bush?
She was married to him.
Yeah, the dude from Bush. She
was married to him, and then he was banging a babysitter, and then or the nanny or whatever.
I
and
would
then
be fucking the shit out of that chick from Gwen Stefani.
He was cheating on Gwen Stefani with the
stupid?
nanny, who I'm sure isn't as good looking. I never understood
Bruce.
This is a phenomenon that happens a lot in life, and I don't get like why is the like Schwarzenegger? Schwarzenegger did the same thing. No, he's fucking Maria Shriver. No, he's married to Maria Shriver. Right? He's banging this old maid who isn't even good looking.
Fucking Gwen Stefani. I don't care if that bitch was eating Taco Bell for 3 days. I'd eat her ass out.
Of course you would.
I would. What do you want me to do, Gwen Stefani? There's no doubt I will eat your ass out.
Right? No doubt.
Hold on. You haven't shaved in 10 weeks?
Either way.
I'm good with that. Sloppy seconds on
Why
Gavin,
do men
don't care.
No, but I'm saying though, why do men bang these chicks who are less good looking than their fucking ones they have?
I'm gonna explain this one to you.
And then they lose the good looking chick because they're banging this subpar
Bruce,
fucking.
You already know the answer to this. You already know the answer to this.
Ego, I guess. You know.
No. This is simple. Okay, now think about this. Now, I'm gonna paint a picture for you.
He's getting some machine head.
Oh, a Jack Attack August. Wise man in Vegas told me, show me the hottest woman in the world, and I bet there was a dude tired of fucking her. Now, true.
I have heard that before.
That is not the reason why, gentlemen. Okay? I'm going to paint the picture that Bruce can appreciate. Now, Bruce has a beautiful girlfriend.
No, but I'm saying you go up, not down. You don't trade down.
No. You're not thinking, Bruce. You're thinking with your brain, not your dick. Okay?
Right.
You have the hottest girl in the universe. She knows. Gwen Stefani knows she's the fucking hottest girl in the universe. She doesn't need Gavin from Bush. No one has even heard of him in 10 years by the time that...
Yeah, but obviously...
Wait, Bruce.
She was fucked up by it because look who she's with now.
No. Bruce, you're not thinking right. Gavin has Gwen Stefani, and she's doing some Harajuku tour. She's gone. So you had the hottest girl on a ring, but she's not there. So It's not like you're fucking Gwen Stefani. You're married to Gwen Stefani, but it's not like, what are you going to do? Get on a plane to fucking Japan?
Dude, they're rich. He could. Yes, he could. You can easily do
Wait a minute. No. I'm not flying 10,000 miles. Now, I would have gone on tour with her in the first place, so I don't have to. I could just walk across the street. I'm not going to stay in like fucking L.A. You're in Huntington Beach. She's gone. She's in the other side of Pacific.
Right.
All right. And you want fucking your dick sucked right then and there.
He wants some machine head.
He wants machine head. Now you're telling me what is he's gonna go, hey Gwen.
Because it's better than the rest.
Gwen. Yo, Kareem, they do have kids. Yo, all right, Gwen, check it. When are you coming back? I don't know, baby. Yeah, this isn't working for me. What are you trying to say? Never mind. How's that tour going?
No, but he could.
It's good. It's
but
good.
I'm saying he could get on the plane and fly over there and get some.
But I need you to stay and watch.
They're rich.
No, but wait a minute. I need you to stay and watch the kids. So I need
They
my
have a
space.
nanny that he was fucking. That's what I'm saying.
All right. And who do you think picked the nanny? Come on, genius. Fuck out of here. Pick some fucking German whore.
She'll do.
Some woman who can't like fucking testify in court because she can't speak the language.
No, I'm just. Like I said, Schwarzenegger did the same thing. He was banging that old maid. She wasn't even good looking.
Jack has got it right. Poor dude.
Not that Maria Shriver is like a beautiful, you know. But
Bruce Jack Attack has got it right. Poor dude uses his hand. Rich dude uses his maid.
Right.
Yes. You handpick the maid. You go, look, woman. I don't care what your name is. You're gonna take the kid, burp him every once in a while, drive him off to whatever boarding school I send him to. Okay. When the kid's 19 and pissed off at me because I've been a complete piece of shit parent, then I'll dress the kid up in fucked up clothes and put him on tour. In the meantime, what I need you to do is be hot. Okay. Now my wife is hot, but my wife is really a trophy. You don't fuck a trophy. You can't do anything with it. It's nice to look at. We'll hold hands at the red carpet. Other than that, I want to eat your carpet. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to dress up like a French maid all the time. All right. I want you and come fuck me pumps all the time. Okay.
Like your wife's like, why is she cleaning the house in 6-inch stilettos?
Yeah. Don't worry about that, baby. Look, you got to go with those little fucking J-pop girls and make an album. Hey, by the way, that Indian kid from No Doubt's calling. He wants to know if he's allowed to show up at your concert. No.
That was her first boyfriend.
Oh, the trombone player.
I think he's the bass player.
Oh yeah, whatever. He's gone now.
He
don't speak.
Yeah, that's about them. you know what I mean? Because they're breaking up and shit. And the band was breaking up too.
Yeah.
All of it was breaking up because they were together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
anyways, back to me.
And then she was like, "Oh, I'm fucking, you know."
She's hot.
Somebody got to her and was like, "You're the star. You don't need these guys." You know, like you're fucking. And she was like, "Oh yeah,
she did good for a chick.
I could just go make shitty fucking pop music." You know, all the music that she made after she left No Doubt.
Garbage.
Yeah, pretty much
garbage. Harajuku. What the fuck is that? They fucking like I don't understand you.
Garbage and shitty covers.
BANANA. No, I don't know. It's not bananas. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking dumb. Then you do the fucking voice, which basically indicates.
What was it like the first?
I don't know.
The first big hit that she had.
Bananas. I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
It was
It's my life.
It's
you. And
it's
even
just terrible.
And then she does the voice. When you do a talent show, that means your career is fucking done. If you're
that's what I'm saying. That they put her on that show, and now like it's over, and she's like marrying this dumb redneck.
I don't think. I think he's supposed to be.
This is a total encapsulation of what America is.
He's
redneck. They take something that's good, they tear it apart, destroy it. They fucking take her off, sell her off as make her, some corporate garbage, and then throw her in the garbage can and put her on the talent show, and she's marrying some dumb redneck.
You know who liked it? John Oliver.
But they got a lot of money.
But John Oliver liked it. John Oliver's like, look, we've got a conservative and we've got a liberal, and they're marrying. That's good for the country. We need this right now. We need this unity.
They could be the new Mary Madeline and James Carville.
But seriously, I mean, for the kids, yeah. I mean,
I would love to have dinner with them once.
And what is he gonna say? He's gonna be like, Bruce, so you say my music is crap and I'm a redneck.
No, not them. I'm talking about James Carville and Mary Madeline.
Oh, hold on.
I always thought that they must have the most interesting conversations. Like,
well, you see, my wife.
They must be arguing constantly.
My wife is a conservative whore, Bruce. My wife is a conservative whore, and she don't listen to a goddamn thing I say.
Right?
You know what? I should throw her ass back in fucking communist Russia where she belongs.
She's all like snidely and shit. She'd be like, "Yeah, he's a dumbass." You know?
She's lucky she knows how to ride the cock good, or she would be on the next train to Russia with her boyfriend Putin. That's my James Carville.
It's interesting couple. Yeah. Or like the Conway and the Conways.
Oh God, Kellyanne.
Like Conway. That's got to be an interesting.
And
like
George
that,
Conway.
The whole house is ripping apart like in public.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No,
Remember,
the kids were fed up by the end of it. The kids were like on Twitter, like threatening to be emancipated. And
oh
shit.
yeah. Well, no, but she was on Bill Maher's show a week before being hired to the Trump campaign, saying he was a misogynist piece of
Of course.
shit. All of them were.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What's going on now proves exactly what I've been saying the whole time. These people don't believe in the Constitution. They don't believe in democracy. They don't believe. All they believe in is power and money. Yes, money and power, and how they hold on to that as hard as they can. That's it. They don't care about
Trump. The outline for Trump is that they're saying now that the presidential immunity is not limited to states. So, in the Southern District of New York they're still coming after him.
Oh yeah. That's why he's fighting so hard to stay in office.
Look, I'll be happy to
Deutsche
see.
Bank's about to cut him off too.
I'd love to see him go to jail because then we don't have to pay for that fucking Secret Service forever in a day.
Oh no, I think he still gets it
You think? Wait a minute. Do you think the
as long as he's president.
do you think Melania fucks the Secret Service guys?
Well, that's a question that you could ask about any first lady.
No. I mean, yeah, but she's hot still. Like
She's not. I don't know why everybody says that.
she's not. You would
She's
not throw her out
not hot.
of bed if she walked in right now and said, "I fucked you and Charlie." No, I just fuck you. You would fling Charlie across the goddamn room.
I wouldn't though.
I'd have a blonde woman at my front door with a ukulele and like a black eye. Like, what happened? I fucking threw me across the room. Melania said she was going to suck the amendments out of him.
all 13.
I suck now. I work shaft and balls. And you're going to be like, whoa.
No, I'm just.
Holy shit.
They don't believe in it. That's what I'm saying. Even now.
Julia says they sold their dignity to the highest bidder. Well, the one who looked, see, here's the one that pissed me off. I thought that it was a lock that Lindsey Graham was going to get the shit kicked out of him. I really thought he was going to get the shit kicked out of him, and he deserved it. He deserved it for what he did with the fucking
Same
Supreme
as Mitch
Court.
McConnell.
No, but Mitch McConnell was always a piece of shit. He was honest. The only thing I like about Mitch McConnell is he tells you that he's a piece of shit.
Right.
He doesn't do that mealy mouth Lindsey Graham shit. He goes,
right.
Mark my words. You can mark my words.
Right.
If I go back on this and try to push a Supreme Court justice through weeks before an election, well, you could call me on it. Well,
right.
This is different. You know. Oh, no, get the fuck out of here, dude. You're a scumbag.
Right.
But now McConnell, the only thing I like about him is he's a piece of shit, but he's an honest piece of shit. He'll go, if they have somebody die beforehand, we'll push them through. Because that's what we can do because I'm in charge.
No, he says elections have consequences.
Elections have consequences.
It's like, do they?
Wait a minute, Julia.
What about when they elect someone else and you block everything they fucking do, right? Like what? Oh, then it doesn't
Biden's
matter.
Gonna be there.
Then it doesn't matter what the people want because they're not your people.
Yeah, well, Biden's gonna go. Wait a minute now. I thought
that's what I'm
have
saying. They don't care about democracy. They don't care about that. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about any of that. All they care about is power.
Julia says she wouldn't
holding on to the power and sticking it to you.
Julia wouldn't fuck anyone from 45's family. If Eric Trump came in right now,
Eric, you got to pick Eric.
with the
at least Don Jr. would have an 8-ball.
Eric's
just like an idiot. It shows
Eric with the hair gel. He's got the hair gel. He's got the overbite, and he's got a hard 5 inches for you. Now he's
hard 5 inches.
He's got a full 5 inches. He'll show you what 4 5s can do. You want to see 45? How about I fuck you with my 5 inches 4 times? All right. And he is going to, and you're going to sit there and go, you're disgusting, you're a pig. He's going to show up in a stretch Cadillac. And he goes, you ever hear of copper fit? My underwear is gold fit. Julia, you have now.
This is another thing.
If you said Donald, if you said you wouldn't fuck Donald, I'd believe it. Now, wait a minute. Don Jr. comes in
I said, at least he'd have an 8-ball.
with
You got an 8-ball Coke.
with Kimberly Guilfoyle.
Right, he's got Guilfoyle on her fake titties.
And that wig, that's a wig. And
Right, titties and wig.
That's a wig on Gil.
Wait, what do you think she looks like at the end of the night when she takes all of her fake shit off?
God. Oh my God.
Remember, I'm gonna get you, sucker. And the hooker like just kept falling apart, and like then her leg fell off and shit. You remember what I'm talking about?
I think so.
But she was all hot, and
Yeah.
and then like he went back to her place, and like the wig fell off, and then like her shit started falling off, and then her leg fell off.
That's the one with the guy where they were all doing like the 70s. It was a movie in the 90s.
Yeah, they were making fun of old
The
70s
70s.
pimp movies.
Yeah. And the guy had the fish in the heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the hooker, like, or the hoe chick, she fell apart. Like, that's what Kimberly Guilfoyle was probably like.
No, I knew somebody that
she starts taking it all off. She's like, oh my God.
I was attracted to somebody.
She's like the chick in Game of Thrones when you take the necklace off of her. Right, she just gets all old and shit. Like in the morning, she puts all her fake shit back on, looks all beautiful in the mirror.
Kimberly Guilfoyle. I knew somebody. I was really attracted to this one chick, and she had the Donald Trump skin because there's a profile picture of her on one of her old accounts on Facebook where her eyelids are pale white, and the rest of her face is bronze, and then her skin is pale white. And
that's the rub on tanner.
Right. No. I watched how she did it. She went to the dollar store and she bought that like makeup foundation, and then she would go like a.
Listen, she forget her eyelids.
And then she did the makeup, and the lips were like and then now mind you, she was a little younger than me. She had grandma lipstick. Grandma lipstick is when you miss and it goes below the lip and then on the teeth. So she had it. It looked like Ronald McDonald. It looked like, and everyone's looking at me like, why would you want to fuck this chick? And she had this accent. It was so goddamn hot. The accent was, Bruce, the accent was like, hey, Robert, what are you doing?
It's like this chick I follow on Instagram. She's from Belgium. Oh, when she talks, it's like, just talk like.
Oh my God.
She's like, in Belgium we call them pancakes, and you're like, oh man.
Oh God damn it. All right. I no, tomorrow I know what's gonna happen.
She can't say TH. It's all hard T's. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. You have like Robin Tick?
Yes. And you're like, oh my God.
Now I know what he's doing. Now I know what you're doing, Charlie. You're just sitting there, Charlie, don't say anything when we're fucking. I want you to pantomime this shit like it's suicide.
No, I just always been big on accents. Like chicks that have like a British accent, that's hot.
Charlie's just sitting there like undressing. I want to see your tick cock.
The Spanish accent, that's hot.
Oh my God, the Spanish the weather ladies. But Jack,
or like Italian or Greek.
Jack Attack says, tell Bruce
I don't know. It's just sexy. Something about it.
Tell Bruce my bad for drunk face posting last night. Stay golden, pony boy.
He's all right.
You're all right. You're good. Just don't do it on my page.
I need to be fucking with people. What?
I'm Sicilian. Don't drunk post on my page.
No, I said I don't.
I'm Sicilian. I hold a grudge. They're like, oh,
the internet to me is like it's like
you were drunk posting on my fucking.
It's
page?
like sparring. It's like friendly, boxing or something.
Bruce, your friend was drunk posting on my fucking page. Who the fuck told your friend you can drunk post on my fucking page? Who the fuck told you?
Well, dude, I have so many followers.
Were you the guy from Lafayette Avenue? You fucking drunk posting on my fucking
people
page?
add me to groups all the time, right? They just add me to shit. And so the other night, someone added me to a group. I love you too, man. Someone added me to a group, and I looked at the thing. It's like it's almost 300 groups I'm in. I gotta start like getting out of these groups, man. It's like 278 groups. It's like Jesus Christ. That's the thing about the internet. That's what I was saying. There's lots of people on the internet who aren't my friends, don't follow me, but they still know who I am because of groups and shit. It makes you infamous. What? Oh, you put the jacket on? What are you doing?
With the pinky ring. You gotta go with the
Oh.
pinky ring. Who the fuck told you that you could fucking go on my friend's page and then for some fucking reason you thought it would be a good idea? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm out of line. You thought it would be a good idea to get on there with your fucking drunk, shit-kicking fucking boots, whipping your fucking dick out because, you know, you want to show off like you're fucking Eric Trump. And then...
Dude, now listen, we have to talk about this. Who the fuck holds a press conference in front of a landscaping company?
Hold on, let me do it justice.
No, I just mean like for real. Like you couldn't write. It's like something for the Trailer Park Boys. Like it literally ends.
The Jerky Boys.
Yeah, it's like who in the fuck?
We
gotta get out there right now.
I want to be perfectly honest.
We gotta get out there right now. We gotta get ahead of this story. Okay, well, we need to get a press conference. Where are we gonna go? Well, right now it's limited time, limited space off. Space off. 4 Seasons is called the 4 Seasons. Yeah, the 4 Seasons. That sounds good.
I want to tell you.
Call them up. Yes, they're available.
I want to tell you right now. We heard from a postal worker. Very reputable postal worker that hold on in front of the excuse me
you should have seen
4 Seasons landscaping in
right 4 Seasons
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
In between, did you know this is true? In between a dildo factory and a crematorium. A dildo factory, 4 Seasons landscaping, crematorium. In that. And they're doing a press conference.
And right next to the dildo factory, I want to say that I've never seen anything this explosive.
You couldn't write something
9/11
more ridiculous.
I want to say that the postal worker who was paid $130,000
did not
lie at all. He was very forthcoming with the information that we provided him, with the ballots that we made in the Kinkos at the last 10 minutes.
To do satire now is next level shit. To top the actual reality of what you're looking at. There's no fucking way. Have you turn on a Twitter? You know who James O'Keefe is? The fucking Project Veritas. Oh. Yeah. So he's on there on the Twitter. Oh, look, this voter fraud. And listen to this. And then it's like one of those disguised voices.
Yeah, sir, I work at the Postal Service. And yeah, they were doing things independent.
And you're like, oh, this is proof. It's like, here's some unnamed, unknown guy with disguised voice. Like, like, oh,
they were doing throwing ballots into the vending machines.
By the way, you know what it reminds me of, Bruce? It reminds me of Trump going, this guy Trump, I heard he's very good. I happen to be his press agent. And I've heard some very good things about Donald Trump, of which I am not Donald Trump. But I've heard that Donald Trump is just the best. But Giuliani, again, I've said
it's crazy.
I was working in news radio.
No, but who?
Right out of college, and I met Giuliani.
Who?
Giuliani was, to meet Rudy Giuliani, Bruce, was impressive. He was sharp. He was
a guy who he spent his career going after the mob.
Yes. But I'm not even talking about that.
That made him like, it's like once he took down the mob, he was like, okay, now I'm the boss. That's kind of like how it feels.
No, but
like he turned dirty after that. He was like, you know what? I took out the mob. Now I am the mob.
What I want to say, here's my thought about that. New York City before Giuliani was a shithole. It was.
Right. He instituted all those fascist things that got it all under control. But also gentrification and shit like that. They gentrified up Times Square.
Right. But when I was a kid, I told you this. I said last time, when I was a kid, they took us to see Cats, which was the famous Broadway show, off-Broadway, the Winter Garden Theater.
Right.
And there were sex shops everywhere.
Dude, the first time I went to New York City, it was Taxi Driver in New York. Yeah. There's peep shows.
Yeah.
Porn theaters.
Right on
Times Square.
I will tell you this. Up until about...
It was wonderful.
No. Wait a minute. I'm gonna say this.
It was better than like here's a Disney shop and BB King's fucking rib
no.
joint.
You could not.
It was definitely more
As a
interesting.
kid, yeah, it was interesting. Here's the thing. So you could not go to certain places at certain hours, certain areas. You didn't get out of your car.
Well, I was there.
I
saw
mean,
all of it. I saw people get mugged. I told you.
Grand Central Terminal was a shithole. So in a sense, I actually do. I appreciate what the hell he did for New York. Now, with the way they dealt with crime, as far as
Stop and frisks and all that. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It was fascist policies did.
But he lowered. This is where lowering the.
And they did lower the crime.
They lowered the crime and they lowered the taxes, and that brought business back. So here's my thing. Here's my thing with Giuliani. If you were going to New York in the 80s, you were afraid to. If you went to New York in the early 90s, you were afraid to. If you went to New York in the 90s, all the way through till recently.
No, when I was there the first time, it was 90s. Yeah, it was like 1990. And then I said it was Taxi Driver New York.
Yes.
But then when I went back again in 2004 or whatever, it was all gentrified. And that's what I said. It was like, here's the Disney shop and ESPN bar and
right.
BB King's rib joint. You know, you're like, this is not even nearly
crime was not going
interesting as it was before.
No, when David Dinkins has to his credit the Crown Heights shootings and the crime, it was bad under David Dinkins. So I'm under no illusion. With Giuliani, New York became shiny. So stop and frisk was broken. Windows policy didn't work. The police showed that through empirical data. I don't agree with the stop and frisk. And the person who really made stop and frisk explode was Michael Bloomberg. Bloomberg was the one that made it explode. But
Giuliani created the policy.
It
was his idea.
I'll tell you right now. I will just say that
totally unconstitutional, by the way.
The stop
supposedly, yeah. I mean, you know, if you're going by like the words in the Constitution and all that, protection of your rights. You know this, and if you don't know it, you should know it. And if you don't know it, I'm going to tell you right now. You don't have to open up your trunk for the police. You can tell them no.
No, you can tell them no.
And then they got to wait. They got to call the judge, get a search warrant and all that shit. Like you can't, don't just go along with okay.
Well,
can I look in your car? Can I look in your trunk? Yes, sir.
Well, the glove compartment's locked, so was the trunk remember the Jay-Z song. So the glove compartment's locked, so was the trunk in the back. I'm like, no, all right, so you can need a warrant for that.
Yes, exactly.
Aren't you
go
smart?
Fuck yourself.
So, yeah.
You don't even really have to let them look in your car.
Julia was there in 88 and was scared shitless. I was an 18-year-old Okie and moved there on a whim. Yeah, no, it was 80s New York was pretty fucking rough. It was rough.
I told you when I was there in the 90s, it was like Taxi Driver shit.
Yeah.
I actually saw people get mugged.
Yeah.
I saw it. You could go down 42nd? You go down 42nd Avenue, and if you go
42nd Street,
4 blocks, 42nd Street, 4 blocks away from Broadway and Times Square, there was whores lined up like a mall and pimps like you see in a movie with fucking coats on and hats. That shit is not like it was real. I was from Cincinnati, Kentucky. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, we have whores, but they're like usually like solo walking around.
Mom whores, like some mom.
Well, you know what I mean? You could go to a certain part of town and you'll see a chick walking around and, but they weren't lined up like a fucking mall. Like, this is like a mall. Like, it was like 50 of them or more. Like, just lined up and police would just drive by. They didn't stop or nothing.
That's the same thing as that's the same thing.
No, but I'm just saying I was like 17 years old, I was my mind was like, I was like, are you fucking serious? This is really how it is, in a big city. It's fucking crazy.
I think I'll say this, Kareem.
When I went back,
I want to answer Kareem.
2004, all that was gone. All of it was gone.
I think it was a combination of things, and they took the stop and frisk way the fuck too far, but they did lower crime. It did stay down under him. The drugs did stay down under him, and the businesses did come. The businesses came back.
You really believe that, though?
Under him.
No, I believe like I believe that the crime came down, but drugs, no. They just went inside. Man.
Maybe, but from growing up from being born in 1980 and growing up through the years and seeing what New York City, how it evolved, it was better under Giuliani. Now, I liked him as a mayor. I thought he did a fairly.
No. Listen, I'm not saying Giuliani didn't lose his mind until after that.
Yes.
But that's my point.
Yes.
He lost his mind after that.
Because he got sucked into the Trump.
Yeah, he got sucked into the fucking
on the Fox News.
Yes.
Because he couldn't get any seats of power.
When he ran for office, he lost. So then he was like, he lost his fucking mind.
It was no. Again, here's what happens. It's not. Here's what I think happens with all these people.
He wasn't always like a terrible, Or I never got that feeling.
They were doing that. Well, Kareem.
He's one I'm surprised about.
Kareem, the history of New York is always have been of gentrification. The guy that made that possible, and by the way, it's happening right now. They're accusing not Bloomberg. Who's the current mayor of New York City?
De Blasio.
Bill de Blasio. They're accusing de Blasio of buying up city property after the property shut down from COVID. The person who made New York City what it is, for better or for worse,
well, it's always been corrupt cesspool, is
Robert Moses. Robert Moses is the guy who is responsible for all of the infrastructure in New York, the bridges, the tunnels, the Cross Bronx Expressway that wiped out a black neighborhood, wiping out Harlem, the Harlem Renaissance of Dirty is getting wiped out, and then urban renewal kicking in. Boroughs of New York that did not have public swimming pools and things like that were because Robert Moses thought that black people hated water. That's Robert Moses. Yeah.
That's why I love when people like Ben Shapiro are like, America's not a racist country and it's historically inaccurate to say so. Like, what fucking history are you reading, you fucking piece of shit? I mean, to say that doesn't mean that you hate America. That's another thing that pisses me off. It's like to have a discussion about what America is or was or has been means you hate America. Like, no.
I love America.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're trying to make it a better place all the time. So to do that, you have to have a discussion about all the things we might have done wrong. And if you don't even acknowledge that you did anything wrong, then
there's an elected in Arizona right now.
You're living in a fantasy.
Like in Arizona right now, there's an elected Navajo official who's being told to go back where he came from.
Right.
This is the fucking stupidity. This is now. There are people who go,
like,
why are we giving money?
I came from like down the street.
Why are we giving money to these fucking Puerto Ricans? They're not even one of us. Somebody said that. There's literally a what the fuck is her name? God damn it, the Jewish comedian, the famous one.
Oh wait.
Yeah, right.
That narrows it down.
No, what's her name? The black hair.
Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman has that video, and she's talking to people, and she's talking to these Southerners, and they're like, well, we just don't feel like our money should have to go to another country. And she's like, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. It's just not a state yet. And they looked at her completely confused.
But that's my problem when arguing with these people.
They don't have
enough
knowledge.
They don't know anything about what they're talking about. Like now they're like, oh, Trump just going to go to court, just going to get thrown out. But it's like, it's not that simple, man. If you don't know anything about the law, first of all, you don't know anything about the elections because each state holds their own election. It's not one thing you could just take to the Supreme Court. You got to win. In every state, you have to have a suit. You got to win that suit. And that's 50 states or however many he wants to contest. Let's say 4 or 5.
Now,
you got to win 4 or 5 lawsuits in each of these states. And they don't understand fundamentally how anything works.
I know. Here's the problem I have right now. The problem I have right now is this is what I heard when I came into my job today. I heard the Biden vote went from 290 to 279. They rescinded Arizona. They took away Arizona. Meanwhile, you look at the numbers, the most recently updated numbers, and he's still up by 40,000 votes. He's still up by how many, thousands of votes in all these states. So I'm watching this, and the guy goes to me. Now he's trolling me, this guy, and he goes, "I don't know, Rob. I don't know."
It's not rescind Arizona. It's right here.
It depends on it depends on what website you go on.
Well, yeah.
No, but there's a couple of websites that are actually
You go to
legitimate.
Breitbart.
No, Bruce. There's a couple.
The whole thing's red.
No. There's a couple of websites that didn't call it. Yeah. So, but here's my point. My point was the guy's going to me. I don't know, Rob. I don't know. I said, look. First of all,
he's got to be 270. He's not going to get to 270.
The places that are still counting, and I want to say this for everyone. The places that are still counting are major cities. Trump is not fucking liked in major cities.
Right.
So you think that by some chance everyone's going to have a concussion and then on top of that retroactively go back in time a la Star Trek and spin around the sun.
No.
And go back and change
their
vote.
Is the deal now. This is what they're going to do. They can't change the vote. So now what they're going to do is try to make it so that these mail ballots are illegitimate somehow, and then they need to be thrown out.
Irregularities.
Yes. That's what they're going to try to do. To declare them ineligible and have them thrown out. When Trump, this is the thing that's the most ridiculous. Again, you can write this stuff. He tells his people, don't vote by mail. So they don't vote by mail. And all the votes come in and vote by mail as Democrats. And then they're like, how could this happen? Well, he did say, don't vote by mail. I mean.
All right, no, wait a minute now. Yeah.
Plus, it's been proven by just looking, okay, that people on the left of Democrats take this COVID more seriously than Republicans. So they're not going to go out there and vote. They vote by mail, which is totally legal. Oh, well, I mean, up until now.
I'm trying to see in the Associated
It's
Press.
not happening.
I'm trying to see.
This is the Associated Press. It says they've called the race.
Let me see.
So it's the Associated Press has called this
Oh,
race.
yeah, it's 290. Yeah.
290 to 214.
You're right.
They only have Georgia not called and North Carolina. They still have Arizona called.
And Georgia, by the way, is leading to Trump's. Not Trump, to Biden.
Right, to Biden. Right, exactly.
Because that's Fulton County where
right, Atlanta.
Georgia. Yeah. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing now. I don't care what
That's another thing.
Bruce, wait. I don't give a fuck who you like. I don't care who you like. All that I care about now is that the country runs. Remember what you guys said on the right, that you wouldn't want the plane to crash as it's taking off?
What do you...
Right? So now we've got a president-elect, and his job now, his responsibility to the nation. Remember, the plane is in the air, and you don't want it to crash, guys. So the responsibility now is to let Biden go in.
Yeah, but do you know
and get his transition teams in? No way.
Do you know this? Trump's holding that up.
I know. That's my point.
He's holding up the money.
I know.
He's holding up all the shit that normally goes to the winner.
Remember, the plane's in the air, guys. This is the analogy that we were force-fed when Trump got in. We don't want the plane to crash. So now we have Biden, and he has his cabinet, his selections as a transition team, and he has to get the information for COVID, and he has to get national security notices, because you do not want him getting this information for the first time on, January 21st. So you're literally now selfishly fucking up the whole country,
yes.
Trump. And by the way, I'm going to excuse Trump because I expected him to be a dipshit about this, which is why I didn't fucking vote for him, because of this type of behavior. I am annoyed that you little shitheads like Mitch McConnell and Graham and all these guys are not owning it and going, hey, look, you know what?
No, today, Barr met with McConnell, and then they changed the Justice Department guidelines so that they could have an investigation about voter fraud.
Now, let's just say for the sake of
argument. They don't care about.
No, but Bruce, let's just say for the sake of argument now, that you
are fascists.
You have all these investigations.
Period.
Now, I'm not talking about the guys, the Republicans running this shit into the ground.
Right.
I don't expect anything less from them. I'm talking to some of the people out there that I know. Of you guys, you all said this country has to run. Okay, so let's say you drag this out as long as you fucking can. We know that Trump is not doing anything. He's playing golf for 2 days straight. He isn't doing shit. He isn't taking press conferences. He's not looking to intelligence reports. He's not worried about the COVID virus. All he cares about is staying in power.
Did
so
you
now
see what happened?
nobody is running the goddamn country while this is happening. Nobody. Right now, we're in a Tesla. And some of the times those Tesla cars can run on their own, and sometimes they see a building and they don't know to move out of the way. So what I need right now is you guys to go, look, we wanted Trump. We didn't fucking get him. I get it. You're emotionally attached to the guy. I can appreciate that. But right now, all of you, you know goddamn well that every one of those sissy liberal cities, they voted for Biden. And it's over. Now, it's fucking over. Now, I need you guys to pick yourself up by the fucking bootstraps, and I'm not being facetious and trying to say a joke now. Suck it up, shut the fuck up, and let this guy do his job, all right?
Did you see what happened with the vaccine thing? Pfizer says, okay, we think we got a vaccine. And then Trump and Pence jumped up. Hey, we did it. We got it. We made the vaccine. And then Pfizer was like, no, you didn't. You have nothing to do with it. These guys will lie about anything, man.
Yeah, no, we know that. No, again, I don't want to.
They have no morals whatsoever.
But Bruce, here's how little I care about Trump lying at this point. I never cared. When he became president.
Yeah, but now he's lying about the whole system.
But I know that. You know that. You know that. You fucking knew that. All right. Why am I friends with you? Why am I doing this show with you? This is where I get into fights with people on the left or Democrats or anyone in the blue arena. I go, yes, you're right. But the other side of the aisle thinks you're full of shit. And I can literally put the shit into their nostrils and they're going to tell me they smell roses. That's where we're at right now. You're literally like pigs wallowing in the shit, telling me how wonderful it smells. Okay. You had 4 years of fun. Okay. You had 4 years with the fucking pimp president. It's over. Now, does that mean that conservatism lost? No, conservatism didn't lose. The only thing that can happen right now is that the House lost seats. So for all the liberal people out there who think you won, you didn't win. That's shit.
What I said.
The Senate,
it's like they still picked up the seats.
The Senate has 2 seats up for grabs,
which is ridiculous. One of them being that Q bitch you were talking about. And she already got crazy on Twitter, and the guy with the eye patch was like, hey, you're in Congress now. You need to. It's like, but what's hilarious is they actually think that someone like this is going to tone down when they get into Congress. Like you're going to become a normal person all of a sudden. No, these people are fucking crazy. And you're putting them in positions of power. They're fucking nuts.
Look, I'm going to say this, man. But, you know, when Trump comes out, he goes, you know, Pfizer, that was on me. I took the hydroxychloroquine and the ammonia and the bleach, and I invented the vaccine myself. That's how it works. So, yeah, so they told me. Dr. Fauci would say that, but he's part of the liberal agenda now. And you know what? I'm going to look at him and I'm going to go, because I'm a fucking intelligent person. I'm going to go, wow, he's literally just rattling off name brands that he saw on a medicine cabinet.
Did you see he fired the Secretary of Defense by tweet?
Third fucking Secretary of Defense.
By tweet.
No, wait a minute. Bruce.
What did I just
fucking say? Okay. Let me tell you quickly.
Imagine finding out on Twitter that you're fired.
Let Uncle Rob, hold on, Bruce. Let Uncle Rob tell the kids a story. Here's a story about a little car that was called a Tesla. Now, the Tesla was a really cool car, and it could run on fucking farts and dreams and sunlight. And everyone wanted one of these cars, and they didn't know what it did, but they wanted it. And it turned out that the Tesla was really fast. It didn't take anything to turn it on and make it go. And then one day, it moved on its own. And every celebrity went, wow, this is great. And then your local dumb fucks bought these things. And they went, oh, it moves on its own. I don't have to drive anymore. And they sat there and they watched Harry Potter.
Right.
And they watched Harry Potter.
Until they ran into a guardrail at 85
and
then
one day, Mr. George McCovington
ran over a pedestrian.
Mr. George McCovington McCrae in his 18-wheeler said, well, now, I'm going to go cross this street. I'm going to make a left turn. And he did his left turn and he did nothing wrong. And he sat there with his big trucker hat and his beer belly and he made a nice, safe left turn. Meanwhile, Mr. George McFaddington McFuckface in his fucking Tesla watching Harry Potter and Ronald Weasley get fingered was watching Harry Potter and he's watching Harry Potter and he's watching Harry Potter. And what happens? The Tesla sees his big 18-wheeler and goes, well, that's nothing. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep
so
going.
they've also ran over several pedestrians.
And then what happened to Mr. Fuckface McFaddington? He got decapitated. Now, am I making this up? No, I'm not. I made up the names. The names were changed to protect the innocent. The guy was watching.
Was he
Harry Potter
innocent, though? I mean,
on his iPad. The Tesla did not know what the hell it saw, and it went right underneath the 18-wheeler, and it shaved off the top of the car, kept on moving. Kept on going another mile with the guy. Look it up. This is real.
with the headless body.
Yeah. Now, in California, another one went down the highway.
Wait, why didn't it only go a mile?
Well, eventually, because it got derailed, it got moved out of direction by the truck, so it rolled off. Went off. Now, here's the thing. Why do I mention the Tesla? I would buy a Tesla, but I wouldn't buy one that only runs itself. Now, Trump ran this country like he runs one of his businesses. He gets other people to do the work. And then once in a while, he sticks his head up and he goes,
that was me. I did that.
Can I? Excuse me. Mark Meadows. Yes, Mr. Trump. Did it all work out well? No, Mr. Trump. Fire him. All right. Did it work out well? Yes, there's a new vaccine. All right. Well, I did mention that Pfizer was looking into it, so I get credit. Trump runs the country like a bass player in a band wanting credits for writing a song.
Well, rarely, occasionally it happens. The bass player can write.
I wrote Kashmir. Very good song. I went to Jimmy Page or Robert Plant and I said,
in a band like Primus, you know that.
That's different.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's the only exception. I wrote Kashmir and I went there and I saw the sweater and I said,
we need a song about this.
we need a song about this sweater.
It's so soft and luxurious.
You know what? I wrote November Rain. Rain came down and the guitar solo that Slash plays. I said, Slash, why don't you do a guitar solo? They tell me you're pretty good. I hear that you're pretty good. Maybe you can do a guitar solo at the end. And then maybe, how about this? And then I said to the guy, I said, why don't you have Slash do the guitar solo where the church was, where Axl Rose gets married a few clips earlier? Huh? and they did it. And it would not have happened without Donald J. Trump. Believe me.
Right.
But it would not have happened without Donald Trump.
Well, the sun wouldn't come up with Donald Trump.
Now,
And just some of these people would have you believe.
some of these fucking guys out here dressed up like they're ready to invade Iraq again are crying in the streets. Now, I understand. Dave Chappelle on Saturday Night Live is, I'm angry about the way I feel about it. No, I'm angry that some of you got your first taste of a billionaire and you fucking got sucked in by it.
No, listen. And now they're all like, I'll go run Don Jr. next. You know, like, here's what I don't understand about America and why I've never have. No, listen, it's true. All these political families are political families. Like, usually you see these senators like, oh, his father was a senator. Now he's a senator. And now they're like the Trump dynasty. Like, why did we get rid of a king? So that we can install more like royal type families. Like, why can't people just come out?
But don't tread on me.
No, but that's what I'm saying is.
Don't tread on me, but make him king.
Right.
Don't tread on me, but give him.
Like, Obama's a fascist. The only way we could get control of this situation is to get a bigger fascist. He's our fascist. It doesn't make any sense.
And what did Obama say that was so wrong? This is what Obama said that was so wrong. All those highways and bridges. You didn't build that. It took a team of people.
The system was designed for people to go to Washington, do some service, and then go home, and more new people would come in.
What did Obama do? Obama said,
we need term limits in the Congress.
Now's
man.
not the time to go to Las Vegas and blow your money.
I say 3 terms is much. I'll even give you 4. 4 terms should be enough. And once you get the 4th term in Congress, you should have to resign.
Oh, no, they got to go. Congress, Senate, the whole 9 yards. So it's
but that's what I'm saying. Term limits. You should have it 4. You can run 4 times. And then, once you get to 4, if you can make it to 4 terms, what is that? Let's see, each term's 4 years. That's 16 years, right? So if you get to Congress when you're 40 or 50,
Mitch McConnell's got
you'd be 60. No, that's what I'm saying. These old people got to go.
Yeah.
The only way to get them out is to make term limits. I said, I'll give you 4. You can stay, because you don't want it to be a revolving door all the time.
And also, I don't
have
know
to
who
teach
owns
new people
you.
how this all works.
I don't care. I want to know who owns you. If you're there that long, it only gives you the opportunity to milk the system that much longer. That's what I worry about. Who owns Mitch McConnell? Who owns? Remember when the Parkland shooters and they went to Marco Rubio and they said, "How much did the gun lobby pay you? Please tell me what your price is so I can protect future children.
Right.
You tell me my price so I can pay it." And Marco Rubio looked like the scumbag that he was.
Dude, he's a scumbag. Man.
And that was it. And he put his head down and goes, "It's not like that." Oh, fine. Then you can block some of these fucking, loopholes that allow these people to run around like this.
None of these people have any spine. That's another thing that's dangerous. These nutlickers, what they don't understand is that they're giving up their own power. Like, the more nutlickers there are, the more the Congress just goes along with whatever the president does constantly all the time, like a fucking lapdog. But Congress has no power. Congressmen and senators used to care about their own power. And sometimes they would stand up, and be like, "Hey, I got to enforce my power here." Because otherwise, what are we? You're just a nutlickers. They rubber stamp. It's like, that's not how the system's supposed to work. If you disagree with something, you're supposed to stand up. You're not supposed to go, "Oh, well, everybody else is going along with this, so I guess I'll go along with it too." Even though I don't really. Mitt Romney's the king of that. He'll be like, "Oh, I don't agree with this. This is whatever," and he'll bitch all the way to the time to vote. And then when it's like, "Oh, everybody else is going along with it, I vote yes." Like, then what's the fucking point? Why even say you disagree? They've broken the system so hard. It's so far away from what it was supposed to be. And like I said, the same with the executive order thing. Now it's like they just use executive order, go around to Congress, and they get what they want for 3 years or whatever. And then the next guy throws it all in the trash. They fucking start over. Like, if you want to make something that's a legacy, you have to put it in legislation, and it has to get passed through the system, period. That's why Obamacare, no matter what they say, was a huge achievement. It's about to be upheld again by the Supreme Court. Watch. They're not going to strike it down.
No.
It's a fucking, because they made it legislation. They didn't just make it an executive order. You can't just throw it out. You got to go through the court system, and the court system is not going to allow them to throw it out. That's how you make a legacy.
20 million people enrolled in it. You're not going to fuck 20 million people.
No, but that's what I'm saying. And they knew that. They're like, once it gets implemented, there's no way that the courts are going to take this away from people.
You have nothing to replace it with. And that was the thing.
They got no other plan.
This is, again, remember what I'm always saying about, I'm going to use people's own words against them. We don't want the plane to crash. If this country is a plane and we're in the sky, you want to take away the clean water, the clean air, World Health Organization access, which means all of the interconnected knowledge between every country. You want to get
globalist bullshit.
You want to get rid of the United Nations. You want to now Trump leveraging how much the other nations kick into their funds. I do like that. That's fine. I got no problem with that. But then Trump making it also seem like he's just going to cut people loose, which he doesn't have the authority to do, and he got laughed out of the UN for that. Good, but all of the things that make the country at a base level safe enough that you can walk around, eat, drink, and survive at a base level, the most basics of human necessities, you don't want. But then you also said when Trump got in, we have to let him do this because you don't want the plane to crash. Well, the guy deliberately took the plane and nosedived that motherfucker. And you were like, well, we have to see what's going to happen. Now, while you've got the fuselage, lodged in your chest, you're like, wow, we gotta get, the plane's crashed. It went fucking nosedived, and you're like, wow, I need more. No, we got to get a new plane and take off and go right back where we left off. And I want you to understand that this is a little bit jaded because it's also an attack on liberals. You're not going forward. We're going back 4 years to where the fuck we left off with Obama.
Right.
That's where we're going. We're literally going to have to erase 4 years of bullshit just to get back where we were at 2016.
Right. That's why I said all this time is like the next president is going to be spending his whole 4 years fixing this. No, Biden is too old. I can't see him making it to 4 years and then running again.
He'll do it again.
I don't think he can. He'll be he's already the oldest guy ever elected president. And he's already kind of,
out of it.
Sleepy sometimes. I would go to Sleepy Joe, a little bit. He does look a little like he doesn't have the energy he used to have.
Do you know Bruce that I invented Adderall?
What I'm saying is, I think he can make it through 4. I don't think he can make it through 8. So they're gonna have to get another candidate first of all.
No, you get Kamala Harris.
It all depends on how this goes.
Now, here's the problem.
I'm telling you, Gavin.
But wait a minute. Here's the problem I have with all this conversation. We're not there yet.
I've been waiting my whole life,
Bruce. It's a long window. The next 2, what is it? How many days left do we have? We've got all of December. We've got a month and a half before, and these Republican fucks are
they're going to burn down the house.
They're literally. They're like, hey, we have the black box. No, fucking son of a.
No, they're going to burn down the house.
That's what they want to do. Now, if you live in Kentucky and you think, I don't know why, that this turtle fuck was a better candidate than an Air Force fighter pilot who literally fought for you to be alive, literally, then by all means, you made your choice.
I'm telling you, people just don't like change, man.
You made your choice.
They're afraid of change.
Now,
and fear is a powerful motivator.
Yes.
And that's why we're here right now.
Right.
These conservatives, they fear change. The world is changing around them so fast. Everything they've been told their whole life. Like, oh, if pot is legal, society as you know it'll fall apart. Well, that's change and society is still here, right?
It's legal here. It didn't fall apart.
Fucking these immigrants take your chair, got to build a wall.
You want to be in the back cleaning the dishes? Or would you like Javier to keep cleaning the dishes?
Oh, if homosexuals be able to get married, that's going to be the end of the earth as we know it. And
people who dress better than you and know how to make food.
No, but I'm just saying, all these things are happening around them, and
we know
they're fucking freaking out.
But Bruce,
and this is why Trump exists in the first place.
Bruce, you're forgetting the golden rule.
He took advantage of that. Slid into that,
Bruce,
perfectly into that crack.
Wait a minute. Yes, he did. But the problem I have with all of that is you have to have gullible fucks, and even past the gullible ones, there are people with more intelligence. People we know, Ty Rivera, a Vegas comedian, who should know better.
Well, there's lots of deep. I'm telling you, there's lots of deep things going on there. I think there.
And I go, wait a minute.
That are personal.
And I'm not saying anything out of hat because the guy is a Vegas comedian. He's higher up on the food chain of success.
Very intelligent.
Very intelligent guy, and he's a big Trumper. Now, some of the people do it just because they like being a contrarian, and I think that's part of it.
Yeah, but if you notice, though, he's not one of these. He's not crying.
I know.
He's not posting like this is a fraud and we're dirty. Like
right,
he's kind of just going along with whatever's going on.
I don't want to look. We're not there yet.
That's what my point is. He's a different kind of Trumper. His thing is he's against the PC left.
Yes.
And people that trying to shut him up because he's an artist who depends on having absolute creative freedom, or else you're fucking up his gig.
Fine.
And he takes that very personally. And that's why he's against the left.
But
I believe. And he's personally ran into these people who've tried to shut him down.
I know about that. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with now taking from that point and going, and therefore,
But if you talk to him,
Trump.
he's a rational. You know, he's not one of these.
He is. And that's the aberration though, because you have to understand.
Well, that's what I mean. He's not
It's-
the average Trumper. The average Trumper is what
it's
you're
a
saying.
Scale.
The gullible
So,
fuck
Bruce,
that goes to church on Sunday, has a
it's a
big
scale.
pickup truck with the fucking
It
huge
doesn't
flag.
It doesn't matter the intentions. It's a fucking scale either way. You've got the scale, and the scale goes, wait a minute, I'm going to vote for this guy. And now you're in the same boat as those guys, even though you're intelligent, you have a just cause. Now,
Well, I
on
said
the
that
other
all
hand,
along.
The other hand, you don't want to be throwing away your vote for something you don't believe in or someone who's not going to help you. So I get it. I get it. It's a fucked up time we're in. I'm not going to be happy.
That's why I said last week the left has to look at themselves.
Yes.
They're responsible for this.
Yes.
Because I said they took it too far.
Yes. And they still are.
But both sides would take it too far.
Yeah.
But
And
I'm
by the way,
saying
I
the
know
liberal
some- I know
PC
some
people
liberal- I know some liberal
took that shit too far.
But Bruce, I know
Sometimes you just got to be offended.
I know some liberal, more liberal-minded progressive people that are still talking this off-the-wall bullshit now, and they're going deep down into the progressive shit all over again. And I want to grab up and beat the shit out of them because I'm like, you fuckers are not learning. You're going. There's a few people.
I have no problem with if like we won the election, right? So the Democrat president's going in. I got no problem with them trying to push them to the left. I got no problem with that.
Yeah, but you have to understand.
You have to know when to stand down. Like I said, like now, like the election was a time to stand down. Shut the fuck up and
Be humble
and get rid of Trump. And now you can go.
humble.
Now that you got rid of Trump, now you can go back and try to push Biden further to the left. I don't care about that because that should be happening all the time. The problem with liberals is they don't know when to shut up and
No, because the way they do
make
it
a
is
fucking
fucked up.
choice.
No, wait a
They
minute.
go, we want
No,
everything we
Bruce,
want or
Bruce,
nothing.
Bruce. Well, yes, that's
And you
that's
can't say nothing that
that's
offends me
exactly-
or else
no,
we're
no,
going to
no,
come
no.
after you.
What I want from the left is to realize that it's not my way or the highway. Because if you're going to keep approaching it that way and trying to speak over people and look down at people, what you're going to invariably do is piss off more people on the other side and create more of this asshole nonsense on the other side where I'm watching people go, well, I guess I have to get my news from OAN. At that point, you're looking to be entertained. And because...
No, they're looking to have their perception
No, yeah, I know, but it's...
edified. That's what I'm saying.
What I want is the left to be humble. I want you to realize that a lot of you have pissed off these guys so much that they want nothing to do with what you have to say, nothing to do with your knowledge, nothing to do with your facts. They don't want anything to do with you. They will fight you tooth and nail just out of spite.
No,
And
yeah.
that's all you're going to
Well, that's what this was. Don't you know that?
Spite.
Trump was spite incarnate. Like they're like, oh my God, you got Obama. There's people still now posting shit about Obama.
He's
Still.
gone. He's
No, I
gone.
know, but I'm saying I saw it today.
I know.
They're still like, Obama did this, Obama that,
Hillary.
Obama. It's like, dude,
Hillary. Oh my God. The Hillary
Obama's
stuff.
gone. He's on a book tour, or something like. He's not even the president.
Well, a lot of people are sitting there complaining about me, and
No, but I'm just
I'm not
saying,
even there anymore.
in
I'm
general,
not even there. I'm
these-
okay with Julia.
Obama made these people freak out.
But so Julie is saying I'm okay with Biden because he's pliable and can be changed. 45 is dense as a fucking rock. Future. Look, Trump, I believe this, and you're not going to tell me otherwise. Trump did this whole thing as a scam. He did it as a gag. He did it as a way to gain some extra fame, push a book. He was pissed off that he was getting paid enough on The Apprentice, and then once he realized that he had a backing and a following, he ran with it. But he didn't want to be the president. There's enough sources out there who are close to Trump who said he didn't want the job. There was a book. It was the Michael.
Why does he
Moore
fight
movie.
so hard now to hold on to it then?
But originally, and now the problem is he's dug himself a deep hole and he can't get out of it. And all of these other people who are aligned with him have dug really, really deep holes they cannot get out. So they're fighting tooth and nail to save their lives because they're afraid that on the back end of this, they're going to end up like all the other people in the Trump campaign, all the other people in the Trump cabinet, all the people on the election transition team, the Paul
What, in
Manafort, the
jail?
Roger Stone, the George Papadopoulos, the George Flynn, all of these people that if you're telling me that the Steele dossier was fake, yet all these people are in jail.
Right.
So
He's afraid that
They don't care about that either.
And by the way,
They still tell me,
another one got COVID
you're
today.
Russian.
Another
Ben
one-
Carson got it like
Ben
yesterday.
Carson got it. So
Oh, sleepy Ben.
Right.
No, but they people still say to me, "Oh, you believe that? Oh, you was pushing that Russian collusion, blah blah blah." Even though in the Senate report, they're in jail, and the Senate report says that it happened.
jail.
Like, dude, it happened. Maybe there's the Senate report right there, written by Republicans. It says explicitly that they gave the election information to Russians. Yes, like it was going on. It's real. But these people, they go, oh, it's not real. It's not real. Well, you call that dude in jail, tell him it's not real. It's like they're in jail. They're literally in jail.
Hey, look, man, I think Carol Baskin's an asshole too. But guess what? Tiger King's in jail. Carol Baskin's a fucking asshole, but
Right.
Carol Baskin owns the fucking Tiger King.
Exactly.
Line. So you can feel as right as you want, and that was it. Oh man, well man,
But that's
Carol
what I
Baskin,
said
man.
every time
Carol
that you said
Baskin
that.
is a fucking
is
piece of shit.
They could say whatever they want. They could feel whatever they want. They can perceive things however they want. It doesn't alter the actual reality.
Yep.
Which is that these changes are going to happen,
They're
whether you
scared.
want to or
Julia
not.
says they're scared to go to jail. Look, they are. What's happening now, though, which pisses me off the most is, especially for a McConnell type that has to run the Senate, is you're now putting the country in really big danger because you won't abide to the transition of powers. Now, if we're talking about,
Because they don't plan to give it up. That's
well,
what I'm
no,
saying.
no. They're, I know what they're doing because all these states are not at 100%. They're at 99%, 97%, 98%.
Right.
So the attitude is, well, every vote counts. So we cannot, in any good faith, allow Biden to have access to the levers of power until we've confirmed that he's the president. And the problem is, let's say he's not. It doesn't hurt at all to give the guy access to information that's going to allow him to have a hit the ground running and have a transition where the country benefits. Anything that is discussed right
See,
now.
they don't care
is for
about
the
the country. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They say that all the time. They wrap themselves in the flag like, oh, we're patriots. If they cared about the country, they wouldn't be doing this shit.
No, they wouldn't. If Mitch McConnell,
They're willing to burn the fucker down to stay in power.
and
I'm
that's-
telling you.
and that's my attitude.
And
of
they
it.
will.
And that's my attitude. It's his attitude. My attitude is, if you're a real patriot, you go, you know what?
It's time to stand down.
This is it. My country is my country, and my country is more important than me and my feelings.
Right.
My country is more important than the person that I chose to lead it. It has to function no matter what. It's a vehicle.
See,
I
they don't-
cannot.
But they don't, first of all, they don't understand anything about the law, the government, even how, the republic, how it's set up. They're always like, it's a republic. They don't even know how it works.
So
All they know is that there's my guy, and I'll get what I want. And then
when Trump got in 4 years
build a
ago,
wall.
we were told to shut the fuck up and let him do it. And
They don't even realize that their taxes are about to go back up.
Well, all those tax, no, well,
All those tax cuts were permanent,
no, the tax
except for
cuts-
rich people.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, but say your tax
They
is
were
going
8
back
years-
up.
No, they were. I think Trump said it for 8 years, if I'm not mistaken, for the duration of his.
Either way, they're
10
going
years.
back up.
I think in 4 years
Period.
they go back up. I don't think.
I
it's
know,
gonna
but I'm
happen.
saying it was.
I'll
it was
keep
fake.
following the Rosalinda says I'll keep following the smart people I follow, like not having Trumpelos in my ear because then I don't listen to their shit. I hear the words that people say, and I know who they hear and listen to. I like knowing and not feeling about politics.
No, that's what I
math,
said.
Science, etc.
They're always like, you give everything for yourself, you sheep. Just look at Tucker Carlson said last night. It's like- know what I'm saying? That's how they literally are. It's insane. Like, you're like, what the fuck, dude? Can't you see what's going on here? Like,
Tucker Carlson tonight was already trying to paint Biden as a radical and then he's got pictures of the transition team, and he shows pictures of the guys and all these goofy goofy photos, and he's trying to already do the old thing where you paint them as look. Tucker Carlson is a guy whose bow tie was held on a little bit too tight. Tucker Carlson is Mr. Mackey. That's what Tucker Carlson's like, okay, drugs are bad, lefts are bad, the Dems are bad, Dems are bad, look, Dems are bad. I knew Biden would get the votes. No, Biden. Let me be perfectly fucking clear about this. Biden did not win. Trump lost. Biden was a shitty candidate. He was a lackluster.
Well, that's like I said. Like, I'm not huge about the guy.
He was a lackluster candidate when Bernie Sanders was given like fucking FDR style radio chats. Biden was off hiding somewhere. He was a shitty candidate. Trump was a shitty president. Okay, right. But Trump did so much. Okay, Trump did some stuff, but most of it was by and large bad. And by the way, more women are coming out and saying that they've had forced hysterectomies from this butcher doctor at the camps. Some of these were women who were, basically raised and born and lived here since 6 months of age, and their parents brought them here. So we have a lot of atrocities, like war crime level shit that's happened under the Trump administration. I don't care, like the thing with the camps. Yeah, Biden's administration put them there to deal with the kids coming in. Trump's administration put them here to punish the kids and the parents who were trying to come here. There's a difference in implementation. I want Trump held accountable for his fucking crimes. I want him held accountable for the people downline from him. If you're in an entrepreneurial ship, you'll say the words upline or downline. Downline from him, who made some pretty horrendous.
You know what'll happen if you do that? I'll tell you right now. If you go after them for that, they'll say, this is all politically motivated.
Don't care.
But that's what they'll say. And half the people will believe it. They'll go, they're just going after him because it's politics.
There are people out there that believe a Big Mac is healthy because it's got lettuce in it. That don't
Look,
mean
you
shit.
sound like me now. Right? You can't. That's my point. The whole time we've been arguing about that. It's like the perception can be whatever it is. It doesn't alter the actual reality.
So what I'm saying is,
you can only run from
this is what
actual reality for so long.
This is all I want from this fucking guy. Day one, whatever he does, WHO, Paris Climate Accord, Clean Water Act, boom, boom, boom. I don't want to hear shit. The coal, the guy running the EPA, gone. Wheeler, you get the fuck out of there. If I see a coal power plant on the fucking EPA website, I'm going to find a way to, oh my God, done, over, nonsense. Oh, and if you're in the fucking Secretary of Education, you should have worked in a school at some fucking point in your life. Now, let me tell you something.
That's one thing.
I'm going to tell you something. Because of a point in my life where I wanted some guidance and I wanted access to a different type of people, I did the Amway thing. That doesn't mean I want Betsy DeVos to be running my school system. Just because I want to, look, you can. This is the thing. You can walk and shoot gun at the same time. I could want to become a businessman, earn money, be around maybe conservatives on a fiscal standpoint, and say, hey, look, I don't want somebody who is not fucking swam before to be my swimming instructor. I don't want somebody piloting the airplane who's never flown a plane before, and that was Trump. But he's a businessman and he's run businesses. Okay, even if he ran,
but that's my point. Is
I wouldn't necessarily want Mark Cuban to do it.
They don't know how the government operates.
No, they don't.
And neither do the Trump people that support him. They don't understand. They think it's just like, like you said, he just sits in the chair and he makes decisions.
Rose says it great. A dumb fuck will not eat McDonald's and then go to Jack in the Box at the same time. That's a great same shit. It's exactly right. It's exactly right.
Thinks Taco Bell is Mexican food. Like,
the funny thing is, everybody I know who's out here is Mexican, eats Taco Bell. Like, they shovel it down, and I'm like, isn't that kind of like, aren't you annoyed that they're appropriating your culture? Look, man, that shit is cheap and it's good.
Right? Can't get a 69-cent taco at Roberto's, man.
No, man, but they don't get the drive-through. All of them
right.
don't have the drive-through.
It's a matter of convenience.
But that's the point. But that also, that's a huge point, because think of how many Cubans are like Trump. Think of how many women are out there.
Yeah, but see, you got to understand. Like, but you got to understand it. But I understand the Cubans.
I like Trump.
The Cubans been like, they're like, well, we just ran from communism. So anything you say, socialist or communism, no, they have a gut reaction to it.
Wait a minute.
They go, "Oh, leftists are communists, so we vote for the right."
So does that mean that Barack Obama came out with a olive green uniform on and a red star hat?
No, but that's how they get them.
Yeah.
I lived in Florida for 10 years. I know. That's how they get them. They scare them up with the communist thing. And they go, "Oh, well, we ran from communism. We can't have that." And they fucking vote Republican.
Dumb fucks. Thank you, Rome.
It's
Dumb
true,
fucks.
man. It's true.
Dumb fucks.
But they have, like I said, they have a visceral reaction to it.
Look, we have to get super
It's
rich
easy.
So I can take this show to
That's what I'm
Manhattan.
saying.
I wanna go to-
Fear.
I want to take
They
this show
use
to Manhattan.
fear to control people.
Bruce, I want to go to Manhattan.
There's always a boogeyman. There's always something scary.
Bruce,
Like it's the same as religion. Like, oh, they used to fear. Like you're gonna burn in hell if you don't follow this.
I want to take
forever. You'll burn forever. But
I
God
wanna
God
take the
loves you.
show.
But if you don't accept this love, He will burn you forever.
I want Bruce. I want to go, and I want to move to New York.
And people get scared.
Bruce,
I hear you. Moving to New York.
I want to move to New York. I want to take the show to New York. I want to go to New York. I want to do the show from Manhattan, or do the show from Brooklyn or Bronx, more Manhattan, or
I can't move to fucking New York.
why not? Why not? You don't want to go to New York.
I never said that.
No.
But it's too expensive to live there.
No,
first
that's
of
why
all.
we got to get rich.
Well, there you go. Like if I was rich, yes, I'd live there. But I can't move there right now.
Oh, Melon, that's how dumb fucks. That's how melanoma.
I gotta get a Netflix deal or
Hey, look,
something, or I
will
make
tell you
money.
right now.
If I had money, then I'd be in.
Melania with makeup,
I need to cash enough money I could quit my fucking job.
bro. If Melania right now said she was willing to scissor you for $1 million, you would be dropping trow. So
Well, that's a different story. For $1 million,
I'll be a roommate anywhere. Hold on now. F Mary Kill. F Mary Kill. Melania,
oh,
Ivanka,
Jesus fucking Christ.
and this is for everyone out there. F Mary Kill. Melania, Kimberly Guilfoyle, and Ivanka. Now I'm going to tell you something. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to marry Kimberly Guilfoyle. I'm going to tell you why. Because she's a prosecutor, and in case I do some dumb shit, she might have my back.
She might.
Now.
Plus, she's mostly plastic, so she's gonna last forever.
Now onto the kill and the mare and the fuck. I would probably, and this is a tough one. The logical choice would be to go younger, but I'm thinking Melania for the fuck, and I'm going to explain why. She's probably more experienced.
Probably.
She's probably going to do a way better job than Ivanka would. Ivanka's been either fucking her dad or fucking that, cardboard cutout Jared Kushner.
Dude,
Now,
that guy's like not even a human being. He's like
What?
Data.
here's the thing. Here's the question now.
I gotta go, man. I gotta
Jared
go to work.
Kushner. Ivanka might be hungry for some real dick after Jared Kushner, but Ivanka.
Why he's got robot dick?
Yeah. But Ivanka has got 2 young kids, so she's still in mommy mode.
It's like a
Where
walking
Melania-
dildo.
Melania's kind of got that I'm 50 and I'm horny thing, and she's also kind of plasticky. I'm fucking Melania, but I don't want to kill Ivanka. I'm gonna do something nice for her. I'll tell her. I'll put like flowers up and tell her to just walk, and I'll meet her, and then she walk into a volcano or something like that. I'll feel
I want to
bad.
kill her with my bare hands. Or
No. I
just set up a scenario where she ends up dead.
yeah. I'll be nice about it.
I'll give her a ride in a Tesla.
Okay,
Get in
honey.
this Tesla at rush hour.
Honey, here you go. Here is Harry Potter, and go. And the Tesla's on autopilot, and it's gonna go down to 15 from Vegas.
That, my friends, is called a callback. And I said, I gotta go. So I gotta go to work.
Julia says Melania and I are the same age, 50 years old. We know how to fuck Melania.
Right?
So wait, Julia. Who
So-
are you marrying? I gotta know this.
I gotta go to work, man.
The cans can wait.
No, they can't.
They're not going anywhere. All right. I guess we gotta.
Yes, and once again, hey, and if you go back to last week, you'll see when we thought that Trump was going to win, we weren't freaking out. We weren't saying,
We were
"Oh
annoyed.
no,"
We were upset.
Yeah,
but that
we were
was-
prepared to go along with it because we're fucking adults. So just go along with whatever fucking happens and fucking stop being a little fucking bitch about it. And thank you for watching. We love each and every one of you, and we'll be back next week. Same channel.
Well,
Yeah.
and fuck them a lot.
Was it be best?
Be best in Melania's ass.
Thank you and good night.